phone alerts. All right, all right, all right. So what does that say? Did I say that we're active?
Damn. Yeah, we're active, yo.
We're broadcasting.
Live and in color.
Okay.
Hola, Jovito.
Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes,
Happy.
yes. So how was your day, sir?
Since last I saw you, it's been a pretty good day, man.
Yeah?
Yeah,
No, well, that's good to hear because I mean, at the start
Why?
of the day, it didn't feel like you were gonna make it through the day.
Why not? I was rough this morning.
Yeah, I mean, you're like, I don't know if I can do it.
I mean, the lights were on. It was hot. It was humid outside. But I was up and at 'em. Miss Sylvia, good evening. But then I had to work.
Yeah.
And then I finished work. I've had a nice last few hours, so I'm good, man.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Miss Sylvia, what up with you? Okay, okay.
How about your day? How's your day been?
My day was status quo, just straight. I did have a break. So I have my regular scheduled 5 o'clock break. And if I get it, if things are running smooth and I get it, then I get to eat lunch. My appointment before my 5 o'clock is at 4:20. Now, I forgot to open up that 4:20 spot early. Yeah. I forgot to open up that 4:20 spot early, so it didn't get filled today, which means that it gave me like an extra long lunch. So I went to the mall and I got Villa Medina for
What's this?
It's in the food court. It's like,
oh, I thought it was a lingerie store. Sorry.
This guy, man.
Oh, no.
This guy.
Just checking. What's up, Fave? As you were, carry on.
What up with you? So I got Villa Medina. And every time I eat that for lunch, I feel like I got lucky, because I actually get to leave the premises of my shop and then, go and get something different than what I usually get.
How far? Like where? How far are we talking here, guys?
The mall's not too far, but I mean,
like Markville.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, it gets trafficy between your shop and Markville.
It gets trafficy, plus it gets sticky in regards to time. You know what I mean? Because, I don't like if I don't leave exactly at a certain time, then it doesn't make sense I leave because then now I'm gambling.
I hear that.
All right. Yeah. So that was all good.
Oh, all right. That's good, man.
So I had a good lunch. And when I have a good lunch, then it makes me feel like I accomplished something more than just cutting hair,
No, I mean, cutting hair is important.
Well, that's what the people say.
Guy.
What up?
Like, before all the people that don't like sports get here, and I know that our guest might be able to speak a little sports with us, but
like as soon as you said that, Cindy Marlowe pops in.
No tomatoes. It was perfect. So before Cindy, I started before she got here, but I saw a picture. You know what I saw a picture of you?
What?
I saw a picture of Kevin Durant in Toronto.
We're getting close, eh?
Alessandro, what up? Cindy Milo, Trouble, what up? Tadal, what up?
What up?
Yo, I saw a picture. Oh, sorry. And I know there's also not a lot of people here, and I got the wrong red cup right now.
Yeah, that's off brand a little.
Huh?
It's a little off brand.
I mean, it's off brand, but it's on brand, right?
Yeah.
You know?
Spicing things up. I get it. I see what you're doing here.
No, I ain't spicing shit up. I already done spiced it up. I already done spice. Oh, I get it. You might be spicing things right out of town right now, to be honest with you, but whatever.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah. Anyways, I saw a picture of Kevin Durant in Toronto. Anywho.
Is that real?
I don't know, man. I just,
P-Man. Is that real, bro?
I might have got the picture from fucking P-Man, bro. So just saying. Just saying. Right?
Man. Kevin Durant in Toronto. So that means like.
But and it's on a Tuesday. So it might be fake news. Yeah. Sometimes you got to check your resources still, but. Type in Toronto. Type in Toronto around this right now.
What's going on in the city around this time right now? Is
nothing,
there anything
guys.
specific?
No, not today.
No?
Not today.
Okay.
Fave, this is I'll tell you why in about 5 minutes, but this is an espresso, double espresso right now, double espresso, because I have to make it through this show and I want to make sure that I'm awake, because this is a very exciting show for me, Fave. You know that already. So I've been drinking. I had some water, and I got more water, and I still got my red cups over here, but right now it's empty. So happy that it's really empty, because I might have done that. It would have been worse than the mop right now. Anyway,
Are you getting into the red cup later on today, or
I mean,
are you pacing yourself? Is that what's happening?
it's here.
Oh,
It's
okay, so it's there. Okay,
it's
I
right.
get it.
It's
I get it.
the fridge is right
Who
here.
knows what the night may bring?
The fridge is right here. Everybody knows the fridge is right here.
All right.
So
Seashells, what up with you?
I gotta check. I gotta make sure, first of all, that if you are here, might as well be hosting. So I'm just gonna jump in here and I'm gonna host, as make sure all that's going on. And
Big facts, big facts.
all right. So if you all are here, because I'm gonna tell you guys 2 stories in a second. As soon as I find my name here.
Yeah, everybody, if you can, host the chat, share what we got going on here. And if anybody is watching online but is not logged in, log in, join the chat,
man.
get involved.
Log in, man.
Log in. You know, I'm sure you're probably gonna have something that you want to say that you won't be able to say because you're not logged in. So log on in and get involved with us. Grab yourself a slice and make yourself comfortable.
That is what's up. So 2 stories. Are you ready for my 2 stories?
Let me hear what you got.
So I'm gonna tell you why I'm drinking this espresso right now. All right?
Okay.
So today, July the 5th, is, and we'll get to the whole story, but it's my brother's birthday. Murph Flint. I don't know if he's in the chat.
Oh.
I was just at his house. And because it's his birthday, we got to a little bit of drinking. On my way there, I had planned to pace myself a little bit, but my daughter brought me. Right, I got big kids, so we drove over there, and she drove me back. I had a plan, and we kind of bust through that plan about what I wanted to do and what I was planning on drinking. But I know it's an espresso right now, but I would like to big up Flint. Flint moved to Canada a little while ago, a few years ago, and we met at our mother-in-law's 50th birthday party.
Okay.
All right, and it was like, here's your brother-in-law, and I was like, cool,
thank you.
Right. And since then, he's evolved, due to a lot of things. He's dropped the in-law, and he is adjusted straight to brother. So no more brother. He graduated from brother-in-law straight to brother. And so today was his birthday. So I know some people, y'all see me out every now and then, and you see me with my brother-in-law, and it blows some people's minds. But that's just because we solid, and we've been solid from the jump, from day one. So, I know it's not day one since we were little kids, but it's day one since it's day one. So big up to Murph Flint. Happy birthday, sir. Brother.
Happy birthday, Flint.
Penguin. Penguin.
Penguin.
Penguin.
Happy birthday, brother.
All right. So that's
story. You had a good one.
That's story number 1. And then story number 2 is what brings us all here today. So we have a very special guest today. And, I had said earlier on Cold Pizza that we might get to speaking about things like carnival and mass and all these different types of things, because I know our special guest today, we were like little litty bit from grade school times, original B-Town man. So we grew up playing. I was gonna say playing sports and shit. We just grew up playing, right?
Before sports even got involved.
right?
Just ramping.
No organized sport. You know, we went out, we met at the park, and we played baseball or football
Dirt
or
bombs.
rode our bikes or played manhunt or whatever it was, right? And sometimes it would just be me, him, and a couple of guys, and we rolled for years and years and years. So, you know, when we reached out to him, he answered very quickly, and it was awesome. But so, you know, as much as I'm sure that people are coming here to learn about carnival and mass and all that wonderful stuff, that's not what the hell I'm here for. Right? You know, we'll get into that, but I'm here to catch up. So, on our show today, everybody, is Ronny Saldenah of Saldenah Carnival fame. Big carnival family. Big legacy that you guys are all going to learn about a little bit today. You know, we have a million questions, and we want to really dig in and really understand what goes into it, and learn about, you know, some stories that we might not know about from the man himself. So I'll toss it over to Fitz. Fitz usually start the show. So whenever you're ready to start the show, you press the goddamn button and bring this man on. Thank you, everybody, for
I'm the
being
button
here.
presser, huh? I'm the button presser. All right.
Usually.
Well, everybody, thank you for joining Pizza in the Break Room. T. Hotshot and Couture J. This is episode 51, and today we got a special guest, Mr. Ronny Saldenah. We're gonna have conversations. We're gonna learn about him. We learn about carnival. Learn about his whole mass camp
All the stuff.
stuff. We're just gonna learn. We're gonna learn everything, and we're gonna chat. All right. So we'll be back. We'll see you in a second. Peace in the break room, y'all.
Pizza in the break room, y'all.
Hold on here.
Press the button.
I'm gonna press the button.
Did you press the button?
Here we go.
We here now. We here. Yeah. Pizza in the break room, y'all. Holla, holla, holla. Woo! Oh man. Welcome to the break room, sir.
You are now in the break room.
Good evening all.
Good evening. Man, I know you might have heard a little bit of what I was saying, but I am really, really happy to have you here. We spent a lot of time when we were younger together doing a lot of different crazy shit. And, you know, to see where you are now, right? And the truth is, I know a little bit, right? I know what I see, but to see where you are now from where we were is really amazing for me to see. So welcome to Pizza in the Break Room. Thank you for being here. It is much appreciated. Thank you for taking the time, sir.
Thank you for having me.
So there's lots and lots to talk about. Like I said, I got a million questions here, Ronny, but you know,
I heard you talking about like baseball, basketball. You put me back, you know,
way back, right?
At Aurora Court where it's just 30 to 40 to 50. You know what I mean? We just kept one big circle. We're playing over here, then we move over there. You know what I mean? Those were really good times, man.
Those are formative years, yo.
Yeah.
And it's funny as we grow up to realize how many people actually lived in that area, and kind of connected in some way, shape, or form. So even, you know, there's people even in the chat right now that lived in that area that I'm like, yo, you lived there? Where'd you live? Right? Yeah. And it's funny how people have different stories, right, from that time in that area with different people. But people have, it's like that area, there was some good water in that area. You know what I mean? There's some good water in that area. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, like I said, we were running around chasing ice cream trucks, right?
You're right. All the way from, because I used to live 30 World Car, I used to live on the third floor, and you would hear it ding ding, and it would just be like vroom out the door, vroom down those
down the stairs.
Chasing that ice cream truck is probably heading over to where you used to live, Shawn. You used to just running
right down there. And even how much time we spent, I was thinking about how much time we spent in the rec, for example, at the pool.
Ping pong,
right? Ping pong, all that
Wait a
stuff.
second. Right? Where's this rec?
So, you know, in front of my mom's house, there's that little small building. There's like a pool area right in the middle of Aurora Court.
Oh.
And so you had to get a membership to the rec. So the people from Aurora Court right? We'd
Oh,
either bring some crew in, or we know a good lifeguard, right, Ronnie? That would let people hop the fence for us.
The pool and everything's still there?
Yeah, man.
Wow.
I was by mom's this weekend. I think you commented on something, but I was by
Yeah, yeah.
mom's. She's still there,
Oh
right?
my gosh.
She's still in 40.
Nice.
She just changed to a smaller apartment. But I passed through there, and there was kids in the pool, guy.
Wow. Crazy,
wow.
crazy. You can't play anything there anymore, right? There's signs all over the place, right?
Okay, well, I was standing on the balcony, so there's no more the playground where we used to play Powerball, right? Right. There's no more swings or sandbox. It's all covered by your side, like where we used to play baseball, right? Both ends all covered up.
What?
Yeah, well, you know, it's been a long time, right?
Remember that we had like 5 baseball fields in that area.
Yeah.
So where is that? Is that on the side of the building where the street is, or is that where the court is?
Well, it depends. We were versatile back in the day, man. Depends on who was around, how many people were playing, because there was like 3 different baseball diamonds, because we could play on the wall by the rec,
Yeah.
right? We could play in 30 by the tennis courts, right? Or we could play by the Homer Dome on the other side. Yeah, by 10 or whatever.
Yeah, by the fence. Where every time you try to hit it, everybody want to jump over and grab that ball.
Yeah, so depending on the sport, and then even you could ride there was like a Tour de France. You could do Tour de France in that area and stuff, yo.
What's that now?
Well, I mean, you could say, yo, we're gonna have a bike race, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna start here, and you have to go through 10. You have to go around the circle. But you could have different types of races. But everybody in that area knew if you said this is the route, so then you knew that was the route today.
Who's the man?
Oh man, I think everybody would probably say that they're man in their old age, but
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, KC Music, big up, welcome in, yo. Yo, there's lots of people in here. I must have missed some people. IQ Remix, Seashells. Who else is in here?
Mishi Bell, what up with you?
Bell, big up. So yeah, man, even as we were doing the show, or getting ready for the show, Fitz and I, you know, we take a couple of notes here and there, just thinking of all those things, like manhunt, running through the garages, and like I said, even just going to school, man, St. Aidan, right?
Yeah. Remember that walk seemed like forever, but really it was just around the corner, I remember.
Guys, Siri probably wouldn't even recognize that walk nowadays, right? Siri would be like, walk an extra couple blocks before I can beat for you or some
Were you guys the same grade?
No, Ronnie's 1 year younger than I am, right? I think, right? So we shared a couple classes together.
Oh, you fell back, Shawn?
Say what now?
You fell back?
No, man. No.
You fell back a year?
No.
Joint.
No, remember they had the joint classes. They had we grew up in Scarborough, man. They had to have some joint classes and shit. They had to try to cut some classes here and there, cut some costs.
7s and the 7.
Yeah, it was Mr. Reed's class, right? I remember Mr. Reed. We had Mr. Reed together. Yes,
that's right.
Mr. Reed, yo, those were the days, man. So, but you can see the smile on my face as we're talking. This is why this is what brings it all back from all those times. So, was Ronnie a good student? Somebody's in here causing trouble, yo.
Was Ronnie a good student?
Mm-hmm. I thought so. Ronnie was a good student, good teammate. I was a good team
in the chat.
Yeah. You know, me and her are best friends. We started following each other on Instagram like 2 days ago, and now we're best friends, yo.
Nice. I'm gonna say hi to everybody in the chat.
Oh, Flint, you reach. Everybody, we're gonna stop for 1 second. Flint, you missed my toast with my coffee because I told everybody that I'm a little rough after coming from your house. So everybody, Flint's here now. So Murph Flint, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Flint.
Happy birthday.
I'll send you the clip just now, bro. But thank you for being here now. I hope you're having a good day still.
Cheers to you, Flint. Everybody put some glasses in the chat from Mr. Murph Flint.
Something from Murph Flint. Say
cheers
word.
To you, sir. Happy birthday.
I am lit, Cindy Milo, but that's okay. I'm a controlled lit right now. Whew. Mimi Cassini, big up. All right. So, Mr. Saldenah, we brought you here, and I know when uh, when people hear Saldenah, they kind of route it to one thing, right? They think carnival and all that stuff, and that, I mean, we'll get more into some other things about you yourself, but when somebody says Saldenah, what is it? Just kind of overall, what do you want them to be thinking about when somebody says, I experienced Saldenah or I heard about Saldenah? What is it that you're putting out there that you want people to know or to hear about or feel, even whatever it is, however you look at that question?
I mean, when people say Saldenah, even conversations, just like, recently, and they're like, oh, you're Ronny Saldenah, oh, you're Saldenah Carnival. And then you're like, yes. It's, oh, I'm playing master with you guys. I'm in this section, and I'm in this section. And it's like, you can just see the the excitement in people's faces. And, and they just like, every time they hear Saldenah, it brings that some kind of happiness into their life. You know what I mean? And that's basically it. I mean, Carnival, Saldenah is Carnival, Saldenah. So when you link those two, it's just happiness. And that's something that I'm preaching really right now, is just happiness. We're back on the road. Everybody is excited, getting every day. I wanted to, I wish I could start tomorrow. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Mm-hmm.
Ready for the road.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody is just gearing up. It's been 2 years. So
What did the last 2 years look like for Saldenah Carnival?
the last 2 years, well, for me, honestly, I remember, so after 2019, 2020, it was weird, because at the end of the day, I've been in the mass camp all my life, since I've been small, walking around and just, playing tag, like Shawn used to do that in the mass camp, because, most people,
Playing tag.
most people in summer, right? Most people in summer be like doing basketball camp, or they're doing some kind of, camp. But for me, my camp was the mass camp.
Mm.
So, when we were small, we did those things, because at that age, we're not ready to be gluing and cutting and all that. So, we were in there, we were learning. I mean, we were seeing a lot of stuff, but yeah, but yeah. So 2020 came around, was like, wow, it was a big shock. Like, my siblings, we went to Montreal, Caribana Day. It was like, no, we can't be here. It's a little weird. And I just remember getting up in Montreal, and on the Saturday, and I'm like, I'm up like 6 o'clock, and you know what I mean? I'm like, wow, I should be in Toronto. I should be getting ready. I should be, driving down the store. So yeah, it was it was definitely weird and kind of sad still. I'm not even gonna lie. It
Mm-hmm.
was it was sad, because something that we've been doing, all our lives, and feeling sad, but at the end of the day, Carnival brings happiness. So it was like, but yeah, it was tough, definitely tough for me, and
Because
tough for
I
everybody else.
can't I can't even imagine for you, because I remember when I first got, like, whatever, the Twitter, the whatever it was, Carnival to lock off for that year. I was like, I was shook, right? Because, just for me, it's part of Toronto life, right? It's something that's regardless if you're into mass, regardless if you like soca, regardless of anything of that weekend in Toronto is something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like man can find a hip hop jam if they really want to on Caribana weekend, right? So I was shook. So I can't even imagine how somebody who lives it, right, who puts so much into it, would feel just to not be in that situation or be able to do that. And then flip to, I can't even imagine how you must feel now, right, in the season, getting ready for Carnival, right? Like right now, like this, like, does it feel different than before, now that it's the first carnival in a little bit?
A little, but not really, because when the launch hit, I think when the band launch hit, we were all kind of nervous. Not nervous, but it was kind of a little weird because it was 2 years, right? But we didn't know what was gonna happen, like with the crowd, and if people will come out. And after the launch, we were just like, okay, it's getting back to like, yeah, it's getting back to normal, and even now, just like in the mass camp, and yeah, just when you basically get back with all the section leaders, they're like family. So it's like
Right.
it's really like when we were just in the mass camp, and getting ready to set up and stuff. Yeah, it didn't feel like yeah, it didn't feel like at that time. Didn't feel like we were off for 2 years, just because we see this, we seeing all the familiar faces, and it was just like, yeah, it's so definitely glad to be back.
So it was just almost like you're right back to it.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
You guys got in there, and it was like we here, right?
Yeah, the same routine. You find the mass camp, the truck comes, you set up. We have our costumes, we put the mannequins down, and then we're gearing up for registration to start. So yeah, the routine just once we jumped in, it was like, yeah, we're back.
Back rolling.
Yeah.
Maybe tell us a little bit more about that. So for the people that maybe don't understand what happens behind the scenes, right? So you talked about going from band launch to where you are now, and then moving up to the actual weekend in the parade. So what does that look like for you, for your family, like before band launch? So like the brainstorming to where we get to. How does that start with you guys?
So like we have meetings. So November, which was kind of a little weird this year because we didn't know if the parade was going to happen. So we had a lot of conversations with section leaders, and even my dad was sending us information, letting us know this is that. He was basically waiting for the go from the city. And then I know when John Tory had that basically that media when he came out and said carnival,
yeah,
we all then knew that was official.
Right.
So from there, now we had meetings, and just picking colors and picking section names. So after that, basically we do the photo shoot. Everyone has their section. Everyone is we have our section photo shoots, and then after that we go straight into the band launch. Were you guys at the band launch? Shawn, were you at the band launch?
No, man. The one thing that I'm consistent with is Saldenah Sunday. Everything else I feel like a bad friend about, guys. So
and Saldenah and White, you were supposed to, I was looking for you too.
You know what? I hear you, man. I know. I got no excuses, but I got 2 tickets for Sunday. I got right. I'm always there Sunday. Look, calling me out, bro, man.
So Ronny, I want you to put this in perspective for the people. You just mentioned about the sections and whatnot. Now, on average per year, like how many sections are there?
16.
16 sections.
Always 16?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, 15. Yeah.
Now, that's 16 different sections for what would the entire ensemble be called? Is it the mass camp?
So the theme this year is Streets on Fire.
Streets on Fire.
Yeah. So every theme has a section name. So my section is called unjri. Right. So,
say that again.
My section this year is called unjri. So every section has a name for the theme Streets on Fire. So there's sections called Fire Starter. There's sections called Twin Flame, Firewalker, Jablet. Everything has to be associated with fire.
Yes.
Those 16 sections, those will be the names.
Okay. So now there's 16 different sections. How many people per section? Like, okay, let me just ask this question. Like, altogether, do you know how much people like make up the whole theme?
Yeah, the last time I spoke to my dad was actually like yesterday. He said we were like right about 5,000.
Jeez.
5,000 people. And it was like I said, we didn't know how it was going to go this year, right? Because of COVID and all that. But like the first day, the opening, there was a lineup from the door all the way down to the street. I don't know if you guys been to the mass camp.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was just, we couldn't believe it. We were shocked because, everybody's showing us all this support, and we appreciate it very much. And it was like, wow. So yeah, I think that day we almost close to like 500-600 people that registered that first day. Yeah.
What's the most people have ever played with Saldenah? Do you know?
I think the year that we did the Chronicles of Marshall, Montana was the most.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, everybody came out from everywhere with that. I mean, it's Marshall, Montana, right? So, and we had Marshall on the road, and yeah, we had Marshall on the road. So it was crazy.
So I guess the reason I'm asking these numbers is because you guys now, like you said, you have to you create your section, which means that you're getting into your artistic work and sewing and creating all that for thousands of people.
Yeah. This year I had a designer, Douglas John. He's based out in Trinidad, and he's the one who designed my costume this year. You can see it in the back here. So so I kind of gave him the idea, the colors and stuff, and then he basically just started sending designs so that I can look and approve, and so every person is they're responsible for their section.
Yo, let me just stop right quick.
Whoa,
up in the chat, Mr. D Mac. So
that's Big Brother.
Yeah, man, Big Brother for real. So a lot of the running around that we did in B Town, Mr. D Mac was quite influential in that, and we spent a lot of time together, three of us for sure, 100% throughout. So big up to Mr. D Mac for popping into the house.
The three of us who went down to 3-on-3 at the Dome, remember?
Oh yeah, man, we played 3-on-3 at Sky Dome, yo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. We spent a lot of time.
Do I know D-Mac?
Probably.
If I see him.
If you see him, you'll know him. 100%.
So, Ronny, you got 3-on-3 in you? You got 3-on-3 basketball in you?
Back in those days, but back in those Shawn was the man.
Shawn was a firecracker. Yeah, for sure.
Bennett had an overall game, and he just shoot, post, defense, everything. Shawn was the man.
That's my guy right there, right? That's my guy. That's my guy right there. That's my guy. That's the same face, yo. My guy. Put that on the highlights, yo. That's my guy right there. Big up.
Pippin.
Yeah. That's what's up. That's what's up. Yo, that was some fun times. Yo, I gotta find a place that can do VCR to whatever you call it now. VCR stuff to the cloud. I got some basketball highlights still, so
where, like St. Aidan and Mary Ward, or
St. Aidan, man.
What?
Yo, I got St. Aidan highlight. I got St. Aidan tapes, man. It's one of the best. It's actually one of the best highlights of all time. It was on that tape. Like there was a pretty good block. When you block somebody and you like spike the ball right to the ground, and then it went up, and then Jeff B-Town Prez, we threw it up to him. He did miss the layup, but you followed up with a rebound off the backboard. We got that on tape, man. Trust that. I got that on tape, man.
Oh, I gotta see that, Bennett. I gotta see that.
I'm gonna find. I gotta get it off the VCR. I don't know if we can still do that in 2022. Off the fucking VHS, yo. Shit.
Make sure that tape's not close to a magnet.
Yo, man, we're gonna knock that shit right out. But yo, that's what I'm saying. So that's the best thing about some of the shows that we do here is being able just to talk to people. I keep saying it every time. It's like, just, this is Ronny. Like when I'm like back in the day, I had no awareness of
the magnitude
and carnival and the magnitude and like his dad, like the fam, like those things. I was just like, hey, Mr. Saldenah, that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And every now and then we'd go around, but and then, we knew each other very well in grade school, a little bit in high school, and I moved out here, and it really wasn't until I started getting back into Caribana, because I didn't go to Caribana for a little bit. You know, I was out busy growing kids, right? And all of a sudden, I started getting back into it. And when I was coming back, I was like, all right, where do I go? What do I do? And, you know, I was like, hey, it's Ronny, right? Ronny's got a thing. And then ever since then, it's just been, here we go. And then to find out more about the magnitude of it and all that stuff is wicked. Because, you know, back in the day, I didn't think anything of it. Like, did you think anything of it back in like how much, like when we talk, like it's in your blood, right? It's in your blood. But did you feel like when you look back now about how involved you are and how much influence you just have overall, as much as Saldenah has influence, like you have influence, like your name, when people talk about it, rings out, right? People know Ronny Saldenah from the effort that you put into, you know, the family business. So how do you feel about it?
Like back in the day, like when we were in Bridal Town, you know, no, I didn't feel no way. I mean, it was just like, you know, like like you said before, like my dad would come and be like, you know, you guys want to go to the mass camp? You know, that's just that's what it was for me. It was just the mass camp, you know. I didn't even look at it as, you know, like back then those section leaders are working hard to do these costumes and people are registering to play mass. For me, it was just like a camp, like I said earlier. It was just there to go and hang out. A lot of kids just running around, just having fun, you know. And yeah, back then it was just a mass camp. It's just
Right.
only now when people come up to me and like, you know, or you know, even when I speak to the older heads and they talk about my grandfather and, you know, Harold Saldenah played mass, and then even now, you know, they even talk about, yeah, when I first came to Canada, you know, I played with your dad, you know, Saldenah for life. You know, I'm getting all the now kind of I, you know, sit back and be like, wow, you know, the impact my grandfather and my father had to the community and to people is crazy.
What's the biggest thing you think so you talk about their influence on other people, right? So what's the biggest thing you've learned from, you know, let's one or the other or both, from your father, your grandfather, what you've seen? Like what are the biggest things you've learned that you now take and put into this?
One thing about my grandfather, and you know, I hear stories. I always hear stories. Every time I go to Trinidad, I always get to hear a new story about him. But you know, my grandfather, and I kind of take this with mass too. He loved to do research. You know what I mean? So, for example, the theme now, Streets on Fire. If he's gonna pick, you know, if he's gonna do the band, he's gonna pick all these sections, but he's gonna do like in-depth research. He's gonna be in the library. He's gonna be looking up. He's just not gonna pick this and be like, okay, you know, well, let's just do this. You know what I mean? So for mass, you know, I kind of taken that from my grandfather, doing a lot of research on, you know, the topic and my section and section name.
Right.
And then, you know, my dad is just like a cool cucumber. You know what I mean? He's just like
Real.
yeah, my dad has gone through like, you know, so much. I can't even say, but, you know, bringing a band is a lot of stress. And he's been doing it for, you know, we're actually 45 years, Saldenah's in carnival. So he's been doing that long. And, you know, he's just always been even keel. You would never, ever my father's stress. Like things could be happening all over the place, you know, truck breakdown that way, you know, people are showing up, and my dad's just the same. And I kind of taken that from my dad as well, you know, kind of not stressing over these certain situations because, you know, everything will just work out.
Right.
Okay, so when does so carnival happens at the first weekend of August or the end of July. Now, like you just explained to us, there's thousands of people. When does the process start? And is it a whole entire year process for you? Like,
oh yeah. So if caribana, I keep carrying on caribana, but
no, it's caribana. Don't worry. I mean, you might be under, you know, you might have to say it differently, but whatever. I say caribana. Anyway.
Toronto Caribbean Carnival.
Yes, sir.
Toronto. Okay, hold on. Toronto Caribbean Carnival.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, that's the proper name. But yeah. So July 30th is the parade.
Yeah.
And after that, we take a little 2 months off, and then, you know, October, end of November, no, beginning of November, we start back, talking about themes, basically organizing everything for the following year.
Mm.
I think
Ian Andre Espinay, big up, first time viewer.
Who's that? Oh, Ian Andre Espinay.
Big up.
Ian Andre Espinay.
Sorry, Ronnie.
He said it will always be caribana.
Big up, Ian.
Skydome and caribana lost labels.
Never lost, yo. Never lost.
Okay, so 2 months after you take a rest, and then you're back at it, you're starting your research and getting ready for the upcoming year.
Yeah, my father probably has a thing that he will do already, but he's just not seeing it. He'll keep it to himself, and then reveal it sometime in November, and then everybody will just kind of go from there. He'll give us some names, he'll give us the theme names, and then he'll give us section names that some could choose from. Yeah.
Okay. What is because I'm just learning about this type of stuff quite recently. What's the difference between big mass and section mass? Did I ask that question correctly?
No. Yeah, the big mass. So you heard of King and Queen?
King and Queen, yeah.
So that's the big mass. The King and Queen competition happens Carnival Thursday. So those are the big masses. Those are the female individual, the male individual, queen of the bands, and king of the bands. Those are a big mass. And then the sections are basically what's behind me. That's my section, Nuri.
Okay.
So 16 sections in Saldenah for Streets and Fire. Those are sections.
And then the big mass is the king and queen. Okay. Wow. Okay. So you have specific people that deal with section, and you have specific people that deal with big mass.
Correct. Yeah, we have a team right now handling the big mass, and then like myself of my.
Okay.
Yeah.
Working
those that team we have for King and Queen. Wait till you see Carnival Thursday. The costumes that come out. It's gonna be crazy.
I haven't been to King and Queen in a while still. Man.
Those are King and Queen's fun times, man. A lot of people go down there, get that little cooler, bring it into Lamport, slide it up, all the way up to the top, and it's even when we're getting the costumes ready, we can see all the action up there, man. It looks live up there. One year, maybe, and go up there and see what's going on. Yeah.
All right. Tadao says he's down for that. So I'm down with you, Paulie. Let's go. Or P-Man. Sorry about the government names, bro.
And that's the Thursday before the Saturday?
Yeah. Carnival Thursday.
Yeah. Okay. All right. What's your favorite time? Is it the Thursday or is it the Saturday?
Saturday, man. Getting up that morning, having the alarm clock set at 5:00, and then boom, as you get up, you just every Carnival Saturday, when you get up, for me at least, I get the goosebumps. It hits me because it's like that energy you get knowing that in about 2 hours you're gonna be with everybody, the whole Saldenah army, like they like to say.
And you guys huddle up and say, "What time is it? Game time."
No,
no,
we don't do that.
Stuff like process, I kind of like, I'll be like, all right, let's go, and then kind of amp myself up. So yeah. Yeah.
So what do you have a signature moment, something that you remember for you out of all of it?
Well, for me, signature. It depends. Like when you have like theme or
just this is my stamp on Carnival.
Well, for me, I don't know. A lot of you guys know, like, I'm a big Marshall Montano fan, right?
Mm.
So I was one who brought the idea to my father to do a tribute. I've always wanted to do a tribute to Marshall. And I remember the year I told my dad, I was like, I think we should do a tribute.
Mm.
Like, but my dad is more, he's like, Marshall tribute it doesn't make sense. But I'm like, Dad, trust me.
It
This,
makes sense. Yeah.
this, this is Marshall Montano, and if we do this proper, the whole of Toronto is gonna be on the streets. So it's like, and guess what?
Yeah.
It was crazy. So yeah, I always remember that. And but yeah, it's just every carnival, every theme we do is special to me.
Mm-hmm.
Every single one. I can remember everyone.
I remember this one. I don't know if it was the last year that you did it. I
Hmm.
forget this. I just remember the video that you posted before everybody busts off, and you were there, and I was like, yo, that must just feel wicked. Everybody was just on the line, ready to go, and you waved them off.
Yeah, oh, I know. Yeah, I know what Casey's talking about. Yeah, I think yeah, I put it up recently. It was a section that I call Ashanti.
Yes, yes.
It was crazy because that was never planned. It was
Mm.
just, remember, we were just coming down, we were walking towards judging, and the males were actually behind the front line and the back line. And usually, everyone usually has the order of going front line, back line, and then males. And then I'm like, that year I had like about 50, 60 males. And I'm like, you know what? As I'm walking, I'm like, no, we got to switch this up. So I brought all the males, said, whoa, 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 come to the front, come to the front. So the males just came all the way to the front and pushed everyone back. And yeah, it was like, and that year was waiting on the stage, Marshall.
Mm.
And yeah, like I said, it was never planned. It was just something that, you know, they were there, and the song started, and I'm like, and I always tell people, it's like, I felt it wasn't even me. And it was kind of my grandfather pushing me. It was,
Mm.
it was weird because, like I said, it was never planned. I never sat out and said, I'm going to bring the males, because this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to
Mm.
count you, and then you're all going to run. It was just a really crazy moment. And yeah, obviously that sticks because I have video. And actually, that video you see is actually Daryl who took that video. He took that video. If it wasn't for him, I would have never had that video.
Yo,
So I have
yeah.
to give a big shout out to my big brother Daryl for that video.
Big up, Mr. D Mac.
Mhm.
No, there it is.
Okay.
There he is, right there. There
D-Mac
we
in
go.
there like that, huh? Okay.
Mr. D Mac had the Marshall shirt, guy. See, oh, give me
D-Mac
a
was turning
Marshall.
water into wine.
Yeah, man. Mr. D Mac was turning water into wine, yo.
Mhm.
Gotta get me a Marshall shirt, yo. See how it goes.
Yeah, if you want to come, both of you, man, I'll get you guys. Don't worry, just come down.
Everybody heard that live on the internet? We are there. Done. Deal. Wicked. So, all this madness, right? All these things you got to worry about, very particular. Like, I see you guys, like, placing feathers in the right spot and stuff. What do you do to relax, bro?
Like, what do you mean after?
Whenever. What is it that, because that's a lot, right? That there's a lot that goes into it. Like you say, it's, like you said, you take 2 months off, but I doubt that you actually take 2 months off. You know what I mean? From that perspective. So what is it that you just do that's your true, I'm away from
Mm.
it, I'm
Mm.
relaxing, you
Mm.
know, I'm not thinking about, like I said, gluing feathers and stuff like that.
Simple things you would think, but sometimes we go away. But simple things like, just like doing hikes. You know, doing hikes,
Mm,
doing hikes with my lady who's in the chat right now. Just those things I love, you, man. Just like, finding a trail, and
mm,
just, especially when there's nobody there, and you kind of collect all your thoughts. And it's just simple things, really. Just those kind of,
Mhm.
right around the corner, we're gonna be back at it again.
right.
Yeah.
Is that
Mhm.
new for you? Because the outdoors and stuff and hiking, camping, like it's wonderful, but it's all new for me. right?
Oh, yeah.
Is that new for you, or is that something that's you've always done?
Well, not the camping, because at the end of the day, man, I have some terrible allergies that kill me. So I can't
Oh
do
yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what friggin' pill I take. It could be Allegra, it doesn't work. So
Viagra.
yeah,
Yeah. No. Viagra works.
yeah. So yeah, no camping and stuff. Also, Shawn, so that's what you've been doing lately. You guys do that?
Yeah, man. I get outside, and so like the hiking, the bike, ride my bike a little bit, camping. Like all of a sudden, I love it.
Nice.
I was not a camper back in the day. Never been a camper. Like I'm a city boy.
Mm-hmm.
But now, like the other day, I went camping with just my camping stuff. Like I didn't need to piggyback on somebody else's camping. I got my stove, I got my tent, I got my this, I got my that. So I can just go and enjoy it and hear the birds chirping, and it's wonderful. Because I got a desk job, right? But
You also know what? You and I both, like when Carnival's done, right after Carnival, it's the NFL.
Right, here we go now.
You know, it's a football, so you know that's what I look forward to when August is preseason, right? So you know, after that, boom, gearing up for the season. So
San Francisco 49ers is your team of choice when we're talking football. How you feeling about that right now? I'm asking. I don't know. I'm just as a fan. I'm not hating. I'm not anything. I'm just asking. How do you feel as a San Francisco 49ers fan?
And I know I got two Buffalo guys here, you and my big brother in here. But
no, I'm just
well, at the end of the day, you know, Trey Lance, you know, he's still getting his feet wet. So we're gonna see if he's gonna do a little Patrick Mahomes here in his second year. And if he does, well then we're good because our defense is locked and loaded.
Like it's good to have a good team, right? Sometimes like it's so different right now. It's just, you know, for years I just had to okay, yeah, we didn't make the playoffs for 17 years. Okay, yeah, you got me. Mr. D-Mac, that's what's up.
Yep, Bills more.
It's a good different feeling. Like, I mean, we got to win. Oh, she likes the Niners too, eh? Is that natural, or is this like forced upon, or is this like what's going on? Like that the moats and everything.
She's watching with me. Yeah, she loves it. But the Bills, man, finally, you guys got a quarterback. That's all you needed.
I mean, I hear that's all you need in the NFL, right? So we'll see. It's now or never, I guess, right?
What's the Bills quarterback name? I forget his name now.
Josh Allen. I don't ever do that again. Right. Last time you forget his name, brother.
No, you know, we did a whole season and I remembered his name, and now we haven't spoken about it for so long. Like, what's his name again?
Yeah, man. See, big up Channel 9. Have the bill. Oh, come on. Oh, see, Static, man. Like, you just gotta come in here and be all like angry and shit, man. Like, big up to man named Static. Holler. Me and Static have been going back and forth all week about the Toronto Raptors. What do you think, Ronnie? What do you think about what's happening right now? What do you think about the?
Listen, I don't doubt Masai. Masai can make anything happen. So at the end of the day,
turns water into wine.
Yeah.
If he wants Durant, we're gonna get Durant. Pure.
Like, what do you think about this? So Durant over who? Like, are there any untouchables? Is there any? What do you think? What do you got?
Can't give up Barnes.
Right? Just Barnes, right? Anything but Barnes, right?
Leading the witness, bro.
No, I asked him. He answered. Now I'm just pulling it out. Now I'm
leading the witness.
Sorry. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna stop.
No, man. Barnes is untouchable. Anybody else? And even Fred. You can't touch Fred.
Okay, you know what?
Fred and Barnes, but everybody else, yeah, man.
Everybody can go. Everybody else is out. Great. He's out, man. Don't worry. It's all good.
Who's untouchable for you, Fitz?
Listen to this now. Here we go.
What?
Well, he asked you a question. I know he's the guest, but he asked you a question.
I didn't hear. He triggered me, and
for you on the Raptors roster?
Okay, so the only person for me that is untouchable on the Raptors roster is a man by the name of Pascal Siakam.
All right.
Yeah, see?
Untouchable. So now, if we're gonna get a guy by the name of Kevin Durant to be on our team,
Mm-hmm.
you need to have a guy by the name of Pascal Siakam to be there beside him.
Mm-mm.
If he's not there, it doesn't make sense to have Kevin Durant.
Yeah, I mean, listen, whatever brings us back
That's
to
Scotty Barnes, man.
Scotty
Barnes.
Scotty Barnes is fantastic.
Scotty Barnes better than Pascal.
I mean, where? In which world? Not yet.
Hmm?
I'm not saying it may never happen, but not now.
Like 97% of the multiverse.
Not yet.
No, right now, like today.
Scotty Barnes is better than Pascal Siakam.
Today, July 5th. not last season, not whatever, but today.
You might be right. We'll see, but I doubt it.
No.
Hold on. Who's this? Who's this? Was this the guy that everybody was giving big praise just a while ago? Yo, come on. Big
Right?
bro? Big bro.
Big bro, man. Big
bro,
bro's
stop
in the
this.
house, man. Yeah, man.
Big bro, stop this.
That's what's up.
Yo, bring big bro into the chat so I can.
Oh man.
Here's Casey Music. He says stuff like this: the multiverse.
It just came out, man. I watched it the other day, Casey Music, man. I'm not that much of a Marvel fan, but I watched Doctor Strange just the other day, so I'm multiversed up. And I'm on espresso tonight, so I had my Heineken. Anywho, what's
your drink of choice?
There you go.
Me?
Yeah, what's your drink of choice?
Beer or alcohol?
You tell me.
Johnny
Okay. Beer. What's your drink? What's your beer of choice? Stag. Where's Stag from?
Trinidad. It's Stag beer.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then you were gonna say what? Johnny Walker for your liquor?
Johnny Walker and ginger ale for the win.
Mm-hmm. Johnny Walker is whiskey? No, what is it? Johnny Walker is bourbon?
Yeah.
Whiskey? Okay. Johnny Walker and ginger. Is there a color of Johnny Walker? Because I know people like to color their Johnny Walkers.
Johnny Walker Black.
Johnny Walker Black.
Yo.
Is that the highest level, or is that just the level that you like?
I like from day one Johnny Walker Black. Everybody likes all different Johnny Walker, but yeah, Johnny Walker and Johnny Walker Black for me.
See, this is why this one's my friend here. See, this weekend I don't like Johnny Walker, but I was drinking some Ray and Nephew with coconut water. Everything's better with coconut water. TBH.
Yeah. Don't disagree.
TBH. Lyndon's just giving out just pure trades, right? OG, Trent, Flint. Yeah, man. Yes, all of it. Anything but Barnes. I don't care about draft picks. I don't care about anything. As long as it's KD and Barnes and some guys that can hit open jumpers.
But what about the defense now? You don't want nobody playing defense anymore?
Stop it. Calm down. We got Nick Nurse, man. Everybody forgets that we also have the best coach in the league.
Yeah, you remember that coach? You remember that coach hurt Fred VanVleet's knees? You remember that? And gave him a hernia?
You're still on that, man. You're still on the injury stuff. Anyways, Mrs. Ron C, big up. DJ Che La Soul, big up.
Che in the house.
Yeah. So has anybody ever told you a story, Ronnie, that was like, this impacted me? Like somebody come up to you and said something that happened at Mass, like somebody else's story about Mass that, was kind of impactful for you to hear. Like, I went to this Mass, or I did this, blah, 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 etc. Is there somebody that really came to you, or do you remember a story from somebody that had anything to do with something that you kind of inspired or sparked from them?
Not necessarily from them. The stories that I hear that always make me wow is and one story. So in Trinidad, right? Have you guys been Trinidad?
I've been to Trinidad once.
Yeah.
And when I got to Trinidad was the day after Carnival finished.
Oh,
And the place was clean. I'm like, they had a carnival right here? You mean right here? This is where Carnival happened?
yeah.
Yeah, it was like yesterday. I'm like, no, it couldn't have been. Yeah, I went there the day after Carnival finished one day. And what's the where was I?
Anna?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, this is where the story is going to. So my grandfather, who and 1 year, like for the Savannah now, all the bands go through the Savannah. There's a big stage, so basically you're judged on that stage, Savannah, right?
Mm-hmm.
One, my grandfather didn't want to go on the stage. He wanted to basically boycott the stage. He didn't want to. He wanted to, come to the Savannah, but go around it, stay on the road.
Mm.
So he had warned basically the organizers and saying that I'm not crossing the Savannah, I'm not at all. So every band that participated that year went and crossed the Savannah stage. And I think my grandfather was last, or he was, I think he was last. So he was coming up that street heading into the Savannah. And everybody already knew that he wasn't coming, but everyone, organizers and the judges, thought he was bluffing and that
Mm.
he will come through. And I don't know, the Savannah now holds up close to a good 10,000 people. So they got a word saying that someone said Harold Saldenah's coming, Harold Saldenah's coming, but he's not coming through the Savannah, he's going around, right? And, everybody in those days, they came to see the two big bands, George Bailey and my grandfather Harold Saldenah. Well, when he came to Savannah now, he said, you know what, when he's going around. When people tell me this story, and a lot of people do when I go to Trinidad, they said the whole of the Savannah, about 10,000 people, left the Savannah, all of them running out, trying to catch a glimpse of going the Savannah stage because they didn't want to miss his band. And that's crazy to think because
That's crazy to yeah, super crazy.
yeah,
It's super powerful.
Right? Because at the end of the day, everybody was going through the Savannah and everybody thought, my grandfather was bluffing. He's going to go through. He's going to go through. No, as soon as he reached, he just said, whoop, I'm going that way. And the whole Savannah emptied. I wish we had video or even, but everybody left the Savannah and went and make
And
sure
that's legend. That's like the legend says that.
Yeah. And
Wow.
another thing too, I know Shawn might know, but you see how earlier you were talking about section, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So every band has a section. So prior to so way back when, they used to have bands, and the bands used just to come out, everybody in costume, different colors, everybody just mixed up, and my grandfather, who is labeled as a historian, because like I said before, he likes to do his research.
Mm-hmm.
He was the first because he decided he wanted to tell a story. So he is the one who actually invented, and even Trinidad, no, he's a pioneer. He's the one who invented section maths. Because
Oh.
so anytime you hear in any soca song, anybody says, get in your section, or play in this section, every time you hear section, you have to think of my grandfather, Harold Saldenah. He was the first to do it. Yeah. And now it's the norm because everybody now is like, what section you're playing in, or get in your section, or so yeah.
Wow.
Legacy.
Wow.
It's the word of the day. Legacy.
There you go.
Right?
There you go. Legacy.
Mm-hmm.
That's so. Is it okay if I ask why the boycott took place?
He just didn't want to. He thought that mass, the band should be on the streets for the people. Basically, you have to pay to go into Savannah, right?
Okay.
So he didn't. He said, you know what? No, I just want to keep it on the streets. I want to keep it for the people, and who are not able to see his band, because he's always wanted everyone to see his costume, his band.
And
And
That's what I feel about Caribana. Go. Well, I don't want to go in exhibition stadium, guy. I want to be on the road, guy.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
No.
Growing up, um, the way that I thought about Caribana was that you you come out of the train station, you end up on the road, and you're in the middle of all the excitement,
Mm,
right? And me being a young kid, I just thought that that's just the way it's supposed to be. I thought that you're supposed to be in the road with everybody. Then I come to learn that there's a term called stormers,
Mm.
right? So then I guess I've come to learn that you're not supposed to be in the road with everybody,
mm,
all right? So I never knew that that was inappropriate. Like I thought that that's just how you do it. You get in the road, you get that bubble, and
And you get to bubble, but you have to have a costume on, right? You got to.
so I didn't know, right? Like I just did not know until now. I start talking to people who play, and they're like, "Oh, I can't believe they came in and they did." And I'm like, "Aren't they supposed to?" No, you
mm.
didn't pay, you don't play.
No,
You don't pay, you don't play.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, the Viagra works.
But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, again, I mean, that's the whole point of carnival, Caribana, right?
Mm-hmm.
Parade, it's costumes, and when they used to University Avenue, if you were to see video, I put up a lot of video, and you could even find it on YouTube. It used to just be like how the Santa Claus parade is that people on the side would watch, and
Mm,
the band would just go through.
Mm-hmm.
But for some reason, and I don't even know when, it just took a turn where a lot of people started invading the parade,
right.
and like it doesn't make sense. I mean, at the end of the day, it comes once a year, and again, Toronto Carnival, costume, masquerade. Everybody should be participating in costume. And
Mm-hmm.
you're talking about bubble. Women don't like, especially people who don't have costumes. You know,
Mm-hmm.
they don't like that. And at the end of the day, nobody should be, in up on if you don't have costumes. But at the end of the day, you got to be playing mass and
Mm-hmm.
Right.
being
Makes
part
sense.
of
Like
the.
as a younger person, I would never have grasped that concept.
Yeah.
But then when you're older now, you start to appreciate just everything that's even gone into it. Like even somebody telling me I've paid $600 for my costume. Like,
Yeah.
why is this random guy coming up rubbing off my bees with his jeans?
Hmm.
And like,
Hmm.
I get you. I feel you. I understand you. But that's not something I would have understood when I was younger. Now, I just mentioned university, and and now we're on what's that? The Lakeshore.
Make sure.
Lakeshore.
Is there a difference for you? Like, is there a difference for you being where we are now as opposed to where we were before,
Well,
or it
I've
makes no difference?
seen the parade, and Shawn, you remember the exhibition? That's where the Blue Jays used to play. You know what I mean? We used to go into the exhibition too, and it's like
Right.
I honestly, if I look back, I mean, it's nice, but like going through exhibition, remember the exhibition had a stage that looked exactly like the Savannah in Trinidad.
Mm,
Mm,
Then you remember now exhibition how it had the stands on the side.
yeah.
So the stands is on the side, and then the big stage right
Right in front of it. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
that you were just like in Trinidad. So it kind of give you that vibe. And I mean, I was a teenager back then, but yeah, I still remember that how crazy that was. Just like hitting the stage and and the stands used to be full. It used to be full of people.
Right.
I
Lots of people.
did see. Now you mentioning this part of Carnival, I had even no clue that that part of Carnival even existed. All
Yeah.
I knew was the streets. I didn't even know that there was like what you're saying, exhibition and all that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, back then in the 90s, and then after, obviously, when they broke down the exhibition, it just stayed in the CNE and then,
Mm,
headed up the lakeshore. But yeah, if you're asking me which one, yeah, back in the day when we used to go through the CNE, it gave that vibe of Trinidad. So a lot of people actually, yeah, a lot of people remember that and enjoyed those times.
Mm.
hmm.
Mhm.
It's crazy. What do you say? What do you say to somebody? So, Fitz, a second ago, you were talking about, being a stormer, and Ronnie, you'd just been talking about it being for the people that want to be in the carnival. What do you say to people outside of it that are maybe intimidated by the culture, or they see it, they're outside looking in at this madness happening on the lake shore, but there's a code to it, as you say, right? Like some people don't understand. So what do you say to those people who might be intimidated by caribana, or what am I supposed to say, the Caribbean something something something? We'll fill that in
Toronto
later.
Caribbean Carnival.
Yeah, sorry guys, it's been a long day. But what do you say to those people?
But that's the thing, though, that this shouldn't be, because again, a lot of people, not just West Indian, you're going to see Asian people, you're going to see white people. Everybody plays, and it's like when you get on that, or even when you get onto the stage and you have your costume on, there's nobody looking at you. There's nobody judging you. Every single person there is there. One thing, have fun. And anybody can participate. I mean, at the end of the day, some people are like, "Oh, how do I participate?" And I always tell people, I mean, Saldenah Carnival, like we have it posted everywhere. You just go onto our website and you get all the information there. There's no there's not no oops, or you have to know this person and this person to get into the band. No, it's
Right.
for everybody and anybody, and everybody can come out.
Yeah,
That's
man.
right, everybody. So if you're feeling a little bit intimidated about getting involved in carnival, do not feel intimidated. Just go online and find your costume that you feel suits your needs, suits your desires. Click the button and get involved.
I'm gonna lie. I mean, you can do it quickly. Shoot, man, I got my 90% Saldenah Sunday tickets sold out the other day, and I was like, shit, son. I was like, damn it, because it's July the 5th, man. We got like 3-4 weeks to go. And then most of the costumes, most of everything sold out. Like, you guys I mean, really, you guys kill it, man. So like, big up to Saldenah just overall. I think there may be still some tickets for the Wednesday cruise, maybe.
Not that
Right?
much.
That one's almost done too. I gotta get some tickets for that too. Oh man.
Because Doc is on that one as well, and took a vibe. So yeah.
So where can we get those? Where can we get those tickets? Where's those tickets? Ticket Gateway?
Yeah, you can go online and type in Louis Saldenah annual cruise, and boom, you can get them right there.
That boat's a vibe too, man.
Carnival Wednesday. Oh yeah, right before the road.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's
That's
some good.
like to me, that always felt like I mean, and this is just to me, so I don't know what it felt like to you. It's like, all right, it's time.
Yeah.
Right? Like, right, it's time for right.
Yeah, that's like that's 2 more days before the grand parade. So yeah, man, there's definitely some excitement on that day for sure.
Crazy question. Somebody just typed, wear comfortable shoes. Has anybody, through your experience, come in heels?
All the time.
What?
I was gonna think that had to be the answer.
Yeah, even boots with heels.
Boots with heels.
Yeah, but you know what? I think there's masqueraders out there who crossing stage. Basically, I mean that's their moment. I mean that's where all the cameras are and a paparazzi. So they kind of like
just for that moment.
Yeah, Jess, and I'm pretty sure 100%. As soon as they pass stage, they take off those boots and put on running shoes. I have
Right.
Has to be. Okay. Okay. They take the boots and then they tie it up and put it over their shoulder, or they just dash them. Disposable, one time use only.
Well, but yeah, mind you, there's some girls who do go all the way with those heels. You'll definitely see some.
Good for them. Good for them. All right, here we go. Ready? What are you watching right now on the television, or whatever you call it, however you consume stuff? What are you watching on the Netflix or the Apple TV or the Hulu or whatever the hell else we got, the Disney Pluses of the world? What are you watching?
Nothing right now. I know
It's busy time. All right, that's true.
Not that much. Not that much.
Here, hang on. We got some answers for you. Hang on. Let's help you with your answers. Stranger Things. You watching Stranger Things? We hear.
You know, I watched the first season. I never got into the second season yet. Have you guys seen it?
Yeah, I seen the first 2 seasons.
I'm done. Everybody died. The whole
What?
world. Everybody.
What?
There's no more Earth.
Who are you, and why would you do this to us?
No more. There's no more Earth. Earth is just gone. The monster just ate Earth. Done.
Oh man. Oh.
I thought I was the spoiler guy. This guy.
Done.
On to the next.
Jeez. For real.
This guy spoiled everything.
Oh man. It's crazy. Wait, now, question for you. I see you every now and then posting like Scarborough Thunder.
Mm-hmm.
I see some CFL guys, some sports, some guys. So what you tell me what that's all about? You coached, you involved, you tell us about that a little bit.
Actually coached for 3 years.
Yeah.
Coached 3 years with you know Bubba, right? Roberto Allen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Big up to Bubba.
Yeah, man. He was the head coach. I coached 3 years for the JV. And man, that year I coached, there was some serious talent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you're seeing it right now, like all these guys that I post. You have Daniel. He's playing for the Argos. And then you have Adrian Green, who's playing for the BC. Man, it was so much that year. And there's still a lot of players elsewhere, but yeah, man, I still follow them. Been following them since they went to college.
How did you get involved in coaching?
Bubba, like he would like I known him since elementary school, just like Shawn. And,
right.
St. Aiden.
Oh, right. So it was just 1 year. He knew he knows how much I love football. He knew how I love to the wide receiver position. So I coached wide receivers. So yeah, so he made that call one day and said, I have this spot open, and I know you love football. Just come out and and I'm like, I can't really, because during those times, I mean, at that time it's carnival time, right?
Preparation time. Mm-hmm.
In the heart of everything. That's just
okay.
Season actually starts. I think the season starts like beginning of June.
Right.
So June and July is our crazy months.
It's a summertime thing, yeah.
But I was like, you know what? Bubba keeps asking me, so you know what? I'm gonna try to balance both, and I end up doing it. But I'm so glad I did. And I told Bubba too. I know he coaches his son. His son is in I think Pee-wee or whatever. I can't remember. But I told him once he gets to JV, which is 16, 17-year-old, I said, listen, call me. I'll be on your staff for sure.
What did you? Go ahead. Sorry. No. Go ahead. Well, I was going to say I coached for a little bit.
Football?
No, not football, man. Like shit. Do you pay attention? Do you pay attention to me at all, man? Like holy shit, brother.
Do you even know me?
Like fuck, man. So I coached for a little bit. What did coaching just do for you? Because for me, it meant a lot. Those times with the younger kids and learning some kids some things and seeing that they were learning some things. So what did coaching in general mean to you?
It's like for me, like when they all thing with kids too is all competition. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, I can do this better than you, and I can do that. But right at the beginning when they don't really know each other, and we're all stressing a common goal. But to see when we win that first game and they do it as a team, and then you could just see their faces like, oh, this is what all the coaches was preaching, work as a unit. It's just teamwork. And those are the things I remember the most, is like winning a game, because everybody would just be so happy and be hugging and be like, oh, okay. Now that, the coaches know what they're doing. So that kind of moment, definitely like winning game, just seeing the kids be like, oh, it's worth it. Mm-hmm.
That's dope. That's good. Well, because sometimes you just feel good about giving back to the community and being able to influence it a little bit.
100.
Um, it's not necessarily all about it, but then you feel it as it's happening, and you can kind of see the impact you have on some people or some kids or whatever. So that is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I guess what I was gonna ask you is just the whole idea of you being so consumed with preparing for carnival, but then at the same time saying, I want to do this thing, which is the coaching the kids. And you know that it's gonna take a lot out of you.
Mm-hmm.
How did that feel? Like was that like super taxing? And was
Boy,
it and was it rewarding as well?
oh, for sure, rewarding. Like I said, I don't regret it at all. Like I told Bubba, once his like I said before, once his kid is back in like when he starts playing for JV, I will jump in for sure. Yeah, of course, it was definitely hard. I mean, like I said, it was just in the heart of everything in June. It was like from practice, I would have to go straight to the mass camp, working on the costume, da da da, and then there'll be practices like twice a week, and then on so and then even like there was I the thing about that though coaching is that I've never ever coached a final game because the final game was always on Caribana Day.
Oh shit!
Why would they do that? Why would they do that? Inconsiderate.
So
Inconsiderate. They did it on purpose, man.
yeah, I always coach and be there for the playoffs, but always the finals. If you ever got to the finals, could never see it because I would be on the
Crossing the
road.
stage, hyping up the people on the stage.
Yeah. And the funny thing, the kids would know it too. They'd be like, okay, we're gonna go to the finals, but I know you're not gonna be there. I'm like,
Mm.
Coach is gonna be in his fire costume. Coach is putting the streets on fire. Streets of Fire
Oh,
2022.
and it's funny though too. Like in 2019, and some of them have reached out, but 2019, a lot of the players that I coached played mass in my
nice.
yeah.
Oh
They all
yeah,
yeah. It's like about 3 or 4 of them played. Yeah,
that's dope.
yeah.
That's dope.
That is pretty crazy.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What do we got? I got a couple more questions. Best place you ever traveled to?
Best place. Um,
Your most memorable travel experience?
I always say Jamaica because when you go to Jamaica, we always go with the family,
Mm.
like all my siblings, and we always go. So we definitely make good memories then. But obviously, I want to go like Paris and all those other places. But yeah, for now, Jamaica.
That was the
Jamaica.
next. That was the next question. Is like where if you were like you can go somewhere right now. If the chat did the GoFundMe right now and said we're gonna get
He doesn't
Saldenah
need to go
somewhere.
fund me. What he needs is for the weekend to end, Caribana weekend to end, and then
Mm.
he has the ticket booked to his ideal destination.
Bora Bora.
Bora Bora. Seen. He had that
Mm,
ready. There was no questions asked. He was ready to go.
mm.
He was ready to go.
Bora
All
Bora
right.
sounds like it must have some nice internet pictures on some Instagram pictures on there. Let me go check Bora Bora on my Instagram and see what that look like.
Mm.
Is Bora
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 Bora's.
one of those places with the huts in the water?
I was about to say that Bora Bora got a hut or two, yo.
Yeah,
Yeah, with the
beautiful.
glass bottom.
Yeah, all that good stuff.
Mm.
No shit. I need to GoFundMe then. If you don't need a GoFundMe, I need a GoFundMe then.
You wake up and the octopus stuck to the bottom of the glass. You're like, nice.
Oh
Bora
man.
Bora. Where is Bora Bora? Is that Caribbean or is that like close to Australia or something?
Damn, that's a good question. Told me off the Google.
Hmm.
Somebody spin the
Somebody,
map.
somebody in the chat, tell us where Bora Bora is located. Oh, Cindy wants to go home. She wants to go to Vinci.
All right. I have one more question while we're trying to figure that out.
She says no.
On your Instagram, Ronnie, there's a quote. It says, "Don't wish it was given to you. Earn your stripes." So obviously, to put that quote out,
Mm.
Must mean a little something. So I'm going to repeat that one more time. It says, don't wish it was given to you, earn your stripes. So what does that mean to you?
Well, obviously for me, it's the carnival, right?
Mm.
So it's like, I mean, Saldenah's name and everything that my grandfather's done and my father's done, but at the end of the day, I haven't really done anything. That's their
Mm.
like. So for me, I gotta earn my stripes. I gotta reach those levels. But I don't think I could reach those levels like my dad and my grandfather.
That's what you
But
say now.
yeah, that's just basically it for me. Kind of just every time I see that, I'm like, I gotta I gotta push. I gotta do my own thing.
Do you
Mm.
feel that? Do you feel that you need that separation, or like you just need to be able to say, this is what I left as a part, like, and that doesn't mean to be separate from just Saldenah in general, but do you feel that, you know what I mean, that you just need a piece of it?
I mean, yeah, that'll be it. It'd definitely be nice. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't really think too much of it. I mean,
Mm.
at the end of the day, at the end of the day, it's for the culture. It's you know something that also it was instilled in me. So the mass and everything is for the culture. But I'm just more of like everybody always talks about, oh, Saldenah, Saldenah, and I'm like, yeah, that's my grandfather, that's my dad. I'm just you know doing my part.
No, that's good, man.
Hmm.
I because I mean, from your perspective, I can 1 billion% see that, right? Like you have, there's legacy that you're continuing, right? But I'll say from what I know and from what I see, from when we were little kids, to where you are now, like bro, you've had impact, and there are people out there that see that, and even in the last few weeks, as we've been saying, we're gonna have you on the show. They're like, yo, you're gonna have him on the show, and I'm like, you know, hell yeah, we're gonna have Ronnie on the show, right? So, um, you know, believe that you have kind of your own legacy too, and there are big things that are going, and whether there's a bigger legacy, you have yours too. So just like keep on keeping on, because I mean, it's something to me, because I mean, like I said, anybody that knows me knows that I wasn't, soca till I die until fairly recently. And, part of that whole lifestyle includes Saldenah and includes you. And that's kind of what brought me to it as well, right? So big up to you. Don't underestimate your impact, I guess. Right? Oh, wait, hang on. Oh, look at this. Sir, you need to explain Saldenah and White, we're told. So tell us about Saldenah and White, sir.
Well, Saldenah White is it was just an idea I had, whereas in the beginning, well, it's two things. In the beginning, I heard a lot of people saying that, oh, Saldenah doesn't have any events like in June, and that we have to wait all the way until Caribana Wednesday to have a Saldenah event. And obviously we have, you know, Carnival right on Wednesday, and then we have the one on Sunday. So I was like, you know what? I gotta do one in June for the people because they're asking. But then I'm like, but I have to do it different.
Mm,
And obviously the white was being different, but also the Saldenah white has to do with my grandfather, right? Because it
Okay.
it's basically heaven. You know what I mean?
Mm.
mm,
Mm.
I have everybody in white, and it's basically a tribute to my grandfather. So every year, Salina is tribute to my grandfather. So his spirit is always around me. I could always feel him. But yeah, that day, Salina White. That's
Mm.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Dope tribute.
thank you for the bits. And thank you for the question. Much appreciated. Well, we'll throw it over to you, Ronnie. Carnival. What do you want to say to the people about Saldenah? What's coming up? What everybody should expect over the next little bit? Um, Sir, what do you got for us coming up over the next couple weeks?
Well, we spoke about, we have Carnival Wednesday. We have 2 events: Carnival Wednesday, the boat cruise, and then we have Saldenah Sunday. But yeah, I mean, it's been 2 years, and the messages I get and the people that I speak to, even going in malls and wherever, it is like people can't wait, and
Mm-hmm.
people can't wait, and it's just a countdown for them. And I don't know if you've seen, like, my countdown Saldenah takeover. I wasn't even the one who came up with that. It was somebody who was like, "I'm ready. Saldenah's gonna take over the road." So I was like, "Oh, that's perfect. I'm just gonna name the countdown Saldenah
I'm gonna
takeover."
take over.
So trust me, I mean, the following that we have is just crazy. It's crazy. Everybody's just, yeah, it's the love is crazy, and the support for all these years. And I'm talking about, like, from the times my grandfather and my dad, and now, people continue to show the support and keep us the number one band in Toronto. And it's, yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, it's gonna be it's gonna be insane. I can't wait. I can't wait.
One time, I googled Saldenah a couple months ago,
Hmm.
and then when I googled Saldenah, I seen Saldenah 20. What would that mean?
Saldenah 20. Saldenah. So basically, for Carnival, there's titles. So, we have different bands, and bands compete, like I said earlier. So every needs to win band of the year.
Okay,
So basically, Saldenah, we've won Toronto Carnival
20 times.
20 times. Yeah. So yeah, so not one, not two, not three, not four, not,
Pew 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 pew. Yeah, man.
yeah. So yeah, so this
Winner, Gagnon.
so
Wicked,
here's, here's the quest for 21.
wicked, wicked.
That's why. Yeah, man. That's what Saldenah Sunday. That's why it's a victory party all the time. It's wicked, yo. Liddy, Liddy. Oh, this is good stuff, man. I'm happy.
Hold on.
Oh, look, where'd he go, man? Oh, shit. Ronnie, I will tell you, this is so cool. I think I already said this a million times. So, to everybody in the chat as well who is here, thank you for being here. Um, Hopefully, you've learned a thing or two, because I've definitely learned a thing or two about the process, about kind of the effort that goes in. And this is family business, as they say, right? And for that to be successful sometimes is tough as well. And Saldenah just puts it out year after year after year, and it's consistent. um so yeah, anybody that, I'm sure that there's some costumes left, like we talked about. There's some tickets left for the Wednesday boat. And otherwise, when you see Saldenah on the road, just make sure that you big up to Saldenah. Hopefully, like I said, you understand some more about kind of what goes into it. Because it's a big production, man. Like 5,000 people y'all coordinating. 5,000 people are walking down the road in your name, based on kind of what you and your family have put together. And to be able to do that is just astonishing. From kind of, I mean, even just the progression of, I mean, and I know Caribana has its ups and downs from like a political perspective, but just straight culture.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where it's come from a culture perspective, to where it is now, is such a very, very cool thing.
It
Shit.
still kind of trips me out too when people are like, "I'm gonna play mass with Saldenah," or "Is this Saldenah?" I'm like here, because that's my last name. You know what I mean? It's like
Mm,
it's still
mm.
kind of weird. They're like, "Oh yeah, I'm playing with Saldenah," or "I'm jumping with Saldenah," or "Yeah, Saldenah's the best band." I'm just like, still my last name. It's just like, wow, it's crazy. But
That's dope. That's
yeah, man.
dope.
Because
Mm,
that's
The
big and hard
the
to, and
brand
hard
the
to
brand
hold.
stands. That's a good name brand right there.
Man's always on brand. So I don't know. It's 11:07. Ronnie, I know you said you had to go, but we're gonna try to make it 4 minutes if we can.
mhm.
In that 4 minutes, I'm gonna take a break. So Fitz, you can do a commercial maybe for something. But Ronnie, if you can make it 3 minutes now, we're gonna do 11:11 and then we're out. Big up to DJ Carlos. I'll be right back.
Well. Everybody, thank you for joining Pizza in the Break Room, episode 51. This was a fantastic episode with the man, Mr. Ronnie Saldenah. Thank you so much for sharing all the insights with T. Hotshot and I, and with the chat. Um, what do we got going on? We got the white. When's the white cruise?
That's gone. That's gone. So Carnival Wednesday. We have
Carnival Wednesday.
annual cruise. We still have tickets left for that. We actually still have 2 sections left. So if anybody wants to jump up with the biggest team, you could still do it. And Saldenah Sunday, that's sold out. So no tickets for that.
Saldenah Sunday sold out.
Yeah.
Okay. Question: do you specifically align yourself with certain DJs? Like, is there like a family of DJs that you specifically work with?
Well, funny you say that. I mean, we're very close to Dr. J, Soca Prince. Uh,
Okay.
Actually doing events with the Bandit. Um, he has 2 events coming up that we are actually part of. The Army Fete, which is this Saturday, and
Okay.
who has a event called Day One. That's July 24th, the Sunday before. Well, yeah, it's the Sunday before Carnival. So, but yeah, we're good with all the DJs. They're everybody. Like my dad likes to say, family. That is, that's it. Saldenah family.
All right. Saldenah family, and this is big for us. I appreciate you for giving us your time and sharing your insights with the group. I'm sure that we all loved everything that you said, and those big information that you gave us that I had no clue about in regards to how this whole thing works, and you know, like your perspective of how it all operates as well. So yeah, thank you for that, Mr. Saldenah.
Thank you for having me.
All right, everybody. So that was a good commercial break. It is 11:10. My watch is dead because it's been a long day. But it's been a long day. What? No, my watch is dead, but my phone's okay. Yo, just cool.
Dead watch.
Hi, dead
Okay, all right.
watch.
I'm
Yo,
gonna leave
can
that
you,
alone.
guy? Like this is gonna change in a second. We're gonna miss it. If you subscribe to Pizza in the Break Room, you have an 11:11 emote. It's 11:11 now. So says the clock. So if you don't have an emote, you can just put 11:11 in the chat. But gosh darn it, we're gonna take all this energy. We're gonna take all the energy that Saldenah puts into Carnival as well, and we're gonna hold that energy, y'all. So big up to everybody that's here. Just big up to the energy that is mass and Carnival as well, and to the things that Saldenah and everybody around Carnival brings
Blessings,
to
blessings, blessings.
to the city, to the culture as well, because it's well represented, and you guys do it very well. And again, like I've said, I think 100 times on this show already, very happy to have you, Ronnie, and thank you. So everybody take that energy, and we're going to take it into tomorrow. We're going to take it into Caribana weekend as well, or Toronto Caribbean, whatever the hell we call it. It's 11:12. Breathe that shit out.
Yes,
Again,
y'all.
Ronnie, thank you so much, sir.
Thank
Fitz.
you, thank you guys. Thanks.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
Everybody in the chat checking it out. You guys have a good rest of the week.
All right, so it's called Streets of Fire.
Streets on Fire is the theme. Yeah.
Streets on Fire is the theme. Everybody put some fires in the chat for Ronnie Saldenah and the Streets on Fire theme for this year, 2022 Carnival. Saldenah, Put some fires in the chat.
We're gonna rate out to DJ Star Q, who is playing tonight as well. So thank you once again, every single person who took the time. Denise Jojo, Cindy Milo, Channel 9 still up in the place, Chayla Soul, Tadao,
Streets on fire.
Christy Ray,
Streets
Fam,
on fire.
Cuz, big it up, man's
Streets
like
on
static,
fire.
Alexis the Nexus,
Streets on
Alexandra.
fire.
What's this say? Asuka Makasa, BK
Streets
Sweetest
on fire.
Music. You're gonna mess me up, man. Cocolicious, thank
Streets
you
on
around.
fire.
Foxy G,
Streets on fire.
Lyndon. See, guy, you know what?
Streets on fire.
Shit, we almost the hell out of here, man. Big up, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. We'll see you
Streets
next
on
time.
fire.
Pizza in the break room, y'all. Thanks again to Saldenah. Big up to Saldenah. Good luck to Saldenah.
Saldenah, streets on fire.
This guy's wild. All right, we're out. End that, yo. Hang on.